Hey, dear student, I'm AP. I am a teacher of chemistry. Welcome on this channel where we will talk about different topics in chemistry. Today, I want to let you to observe the things I have here. So, after your observation, what do you think should be the lesson for today? Yes, correct. We are going to study about matter. Here you can ask yourself, what is a matter? A matter is anything that has a mass and occupy a space. Here our definition tells us that a matter is anything that has a mass and occupy a space. This is a matter. We have a second definition. Here, our second definition tells us a matter is anything made up by tiny particle carried atom. And here you can ask, what is atom? Sorry. Here, definition tells us atom is the smallest particle that cannot be broken down chemically. Kratos say that all things are composed by small indivisible carried atom. You see, all things we know, all things we depend on are composed by small particle carried atom. Small indivisible carried atom. So let us come back or return back to the matter as the lesson for today. But also you can ask yourself, how many states of matter? How many states of matter do we have? Sorry, do we have? Do we have? Here, how many? What do you think? How many of the state of matter do we have? Yes, we have three states of matter. So, we have three states of matter, which are gas inside of this balloon. Inside of this balloon, we have gas. Here we have what we call liquid. And then here we have this toy, which is solid. You see, we have a three state of matter. Three state of matter do we have are the follow the following. First one is solid. This one is a solid. The second is liquid. Here we have a liquid. And then the third is the gas. Gas. You see, we have three states of matter, which are solid. This one is solid, liquid, and gas. A list after giving this list of three states of matter, We need to know that each state of matter has its property. So, here, the property of each state of matter, it depends on the matter. It depends on the state. Here we have like 6 property. Every state of matter here should have or should not. The first one, first one, it is compressibility. The second, the property, the property of a matter. Here, first one is compressible. Compressibility. Sorry, compressibility. The second is fixed. Fixed shape. Third is fixed volume. The fourth is fill container. Complete. The fifth is rigid and fluid. So, after this list of property of a matter, here the compressibility, it is ability to deform something. If we say compressibility, it is to reduce size to reduce size of something to flatten it or to deform. Yes, it is ability to reduce the size of something or to flatten it something. And if we say fixed shape is when we have defined shape. And here also is when we have defined, here is the defined shape. Sorry, defined shape. If we say fill container complete, this is here. If we say fill container complete, means we don't have a defined volume. Is when sorry, is when we have an defined volume. If we say here rigidity, it is when we cannot bend something. And if we say fluid, is when something or a matter can flow. Yeah, it is this. So after a see or give after this list of the property of the matter, we are going to see how is gas, how is liquid, and how is solid. Does solid has a compressibility, or we can reduce the size of solid by pressure? So this means solid, if we can't reduce the size of solid by pressure, means that solid are not compressible. Solid are not compressible. So here we can ask, for example, if you see this, you see it has a shape, means that solid has shape. Solids have shape. Also, if a solid has a shape, it is a good evidence that we can calculate area, we can calculate volume. If we are able to calculate volume of solid, means that solid have a volume. solids have a volume, and we know how we can calculate the sum volume of solid. For example, if our solid is cuboidal, here cuboidal means that volume of cuboidal is length times base times height. And if our solid is cube, here volume, we can calculate volume by a cube. And if our solid have a sphere volume, if our solid is a sphere, volume should be 4/3 times pi times r cube. So you see that solids have a volume. And also, sometimes we can have a solid which have irregular shape or irregular volume like this. How can we calculate volume of this solid with irregular volume? Here we can. So also we can calculate the volume of irregular solid. So also we can calculate the volume of irregular solid. For example, you can take water, as I do like this. You put water in the glass, and then you place the solid inside. You see, there is some water displaced. Displacement of this water is equal to the volume of this solid. Means that to calculate volume of irregular volume is equal to the water displacement. To the water displacement. Here, the volume of irregular solid is equal to the water displacement when we put a solid into the water. Yes, are not compressible but have solid have shape, or have here solid have fixed shape. Sorry. Here solid, oh la la, have fixed shape. And also have here fixed volume. Means that solid have are not compressible, solid have a fixed shape, solid have a fixed volume, and we can calculate that volume in this way. Also, the solid can have a irregular shape. To calculate the volume of irregular solid is equal to the water displacement when we put solid into the water. I think it is clear. Now we continue by with solid. Here, if we say about fluid and rigid, here solid, the rigid is the property of if the matter or the things can't not be bent. You see this pen, we can't bend this. Means that solid are rigid. Solid are rigid. And then let us continue to the liquid. We can continue to the liquid. So here, liquid, we can say liquid here, liquid is not compressible. Compressible. Here can say why. For example, if I put this water in this container, and if I try to compress like this, it's asking me to be superwoman. Yeah, to compress this. Close it. Why? Here there is no cover, and even if it is here we have a cover, there is a gas at the top here. So reason why we can compress this. But normally water, if is filled in the container, is not compressible. Is this clear? Okay. And here water or liquid have fixed volume. Here it has a fixed volume. For example, if I take this 240 milliliter and I put in this glass, it can't completely fill it. liquid have fixed volume because it can't fill container completely. Here also we can say liquid have no fixed shape because liquid take the shape of the container. For example, this in this cup water like this, you see always the water take the shape of this container. Before it was like a cylinder like this, but now it take the shape of this container. And also can say what liquid are fluid. Means that can flow. Yes, you see, if I try to put this water in this glass, I can put like this. It is easy to flow. And let us then here liquid can not cannot fill container complete. Means that here you see this water is full, is filled in this bottle. But if I try to return this in this glass, you see it can't fill it. Means that water can't fill complete in the container. As I say here, liquid cannot fill container complete. Let us do quickly. Drop to the gas. Drop to the gas. Let us here see the property for gas. Here we have gas. I said, is it gas compressible or not compressible? Here I can try to deform or to reduce the size of this balloon. This balloon it have gas inside. Means that you can reduce the size of this gas by pressure. Means that here gas 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 are compressible. Gas are compressible. And here, if we take the gas, you see, inside of this balloon, it is a gas. But if we do like this, means the gas it's in entire room. Example, if you open the perfume container, you see that you feel smell or in entire room. Means that gas fill in this entire room. For example, if you open a perfume container, you smell a perfume in all entire room. Means that gas has no fixed volume. Also, because it It has no fixed volume. Also, gas has no fixed fixed shape. Fixed shape can fill container complete. And also gas can flow. So here, as the property of gas, gas are compressible, you can deform. Gas has no fixed volume because it takes the volume of container. Gas has no fixed shape because also it takes the shape of container. Gas can fill container completely because if you open, gas can smell in entire room. Here, gas can flow. Even you can't see with your own eyes because it is colorless, but it is easy for gas to flow. Here, gas can flow. Time. Thank you so much. For you need to hit on the subscribe button to get next video. Thank you so much.